Welcome to our first video in our series of exit planning. My name is Sebold. I'm president and founder of Sebold Capital Management. Today, to start off our video series, we are going to talk about exit planning to begin with the end in mind. Why exit planning is crucial for your business. Now, there's lots of things that we can talk about in this particular area, so we're going to take you on a few chapters of the video series. This is just the beginning, so that we can talk about the things that are critical that we want to go through, that are going to add value to your particular transition process. So with that being said, let's get to the work at hand. First, exit planning. Let's start with definitions. What is exit planning? It's the process of preparing to cease one's ownership of a company. So lots of things can happen here. So here's the deal. You will be leaving your company one way or the other, whether you plan for it or not. It's a little bit like estate planning. When you don't have a will, that's okay. The state will write one for you. You may not like it, but it's written. Exit planning, same thing. So you certainly do want to be in control of that process. That's why we think it's ultimately very important. Scope of time when it comes to exit planning. Ideally, we start at the beginning. When you start your company, you start thinking about the exit planning. That is the perfect world. Doesn't always work that way, but the moment you have that ownership is when you should start. So the more time that you have, the better value add that you get. So if you start from the beginning, if you start 5 years in, if you start 10 years in, awesome. If you start 3 years out from your exit, 2 years out from your exit, awesome. You're going to get that much more value out of the process. What's the goal? Is to be prepared for the stages that you're going to go through. You're going to save money on each step as you go through those because of your preparation. We like to talk to our clients when we're talking about exit strategies, and a lot of them take a time-based approach. They say, I'm going to sell my business at 62, 65, 58, whatever that number is. Keep in mind, when you sell your business, when do you want to sell your business? The value is little to do with time, and it has to do with when's the most opportune time. Do you sell your business when sales are up or down? Do you sell your business when your employees like you or don't like you? Do you sell your business when you're going through growth phases or shrinking phases? All right, all of these are going to be prime considerations, and the more you plan, the better you're going to know when the opportune time is to get out. Okay, here's the timeline. So before the sale, again, look at market conditions, evaluate the company, who, what, when, where to sell. We're going to take a look at this in subsequent videos, but these are pretty important in terms of the timeline. Then you get to preparing the sale. You meet the buyers, negotiate deal properties, due diligence, all those kind of things. And again, lots of things within the prepare for the sale that you can prep for. And then, of course, there's selling the company. We hand it over, get to leadership. You ideally get a big check. Okay, now how to manage it. What are you going to do with that big check going forward? Also very critical in the process. So here's a couple of quick facts for you, though. I'm going to let you know, why this stuff is really important. From the 2023 National State of Owner Readiness Report, 75% of owners intend to exit within the next 10 years. 75, big number. Okay. 73 of privately held companies will be transferred into new hands within those next 10 years. So there's a little bit of differential with regards to those exits. 70% of owners are aware of all possible exit strategies. So this is awesome for our industry. In 2013, very few people knew about these exit strategies, knew what to do. So really happy. So if you don't know, you're actually now in the minority, where in the past you used to be in the majority. So super important to do this. There's lots of business right now that are changing hands. So if you're in the acquisition stage, super cool. If you're in your selling phase, you're going to be one of many that are going through this transition process. Okay, so that's kind of the backdrop in terms of exit planning. We think that's, again, really, really important to add value. So that's why we put together this video series. We'll look to see you in the next future series on the exit planning process. Thanks for watching.